look like it's more light over where you're at. Or maybe bro.
Oh, is it on?
It's it's on now. Let's see.
Connection issues? Yes.
Yeah, it's working now. It's working.
Many.
We got a lot of connections. Let me see if I can. Got two people watching. Connection issues. Yeah, man, it went down. The whole system went down. The whole system went down. The whole system went down. Hold for a second. We're gonna have more light in 1 second. I'm just trying to figure something out real quick. Yeah, we had connection issues, Ozzy. Let's see if it pops back up.
Ozzy's like the most loyal.
Yeah, he's loyal. He's always comes in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's cool.
How cute.
Okay. Life said, what's going on, Life? Can't find the one I just did. Are we coming back in? I'm just going to put the light on. I guess I'll switch it later. I'll fix it later. JM said, you clear now. Thanks, man. We trying. We trying.
Oh, good.
Oh, this is odd. Oh, okay. There we go. Now we good. Are you at the hostel, brother? Yes, I'm at the hostel. I'm at the hostel. Yep, we are at the hostel. We are at the hostel. La Zona Hostel to be Pacific. Most of you people ain't gonna know where that's at because nobody comes out of Salvador. Does she has a YouTube, brother? No, she doesn't have a YouTube. I'm trying to talk her into it. I got her Instagram, me and her talk and communicate, and I'll try to help her if she wants
Yeah,
to do it.
you would need to help me a lot.
Yeah, so she can have a YouTube channel. Because all you don't is you would just talk. I don't know. You would have to figure like a niche. They call it like a niche, like whatever you into.
Yeah.
But when you first start, you can just like freestyle. You can talk
Yeah.
about this topic and that topic, and then the more you get like subscribers, then you'll like start
Yeah.
to tighten up to like, okay, you're a college student, so I would talk about college and traveling, like stuff that you know.
I'd
But
like to talk about like budget traveling and like backpacking.
yeah, you can sell them that because you said you're real good with budgeting. Because I'm not good with budgeting like that with traveling. Like I said, I can spend like $20 one day and blow up $300 the next day. But
That'll mess you up.
I know. Oh yeah, because you have to sit, and people don't know the hostel like saves you because you can sit here,
Yeah.
and then when you leave, you can pay your tab. Like
Yeah.
you can't really do that with a hotel. You can't really do that with an Airbnb. You got to go up front. But hostels will work with you, so it's a different vibe. Peter Carter, man, believes in the building. Big up, Philly, brother Philly. Yeah, these guys are in Belize, man. That's all right. What's going on, Peter Carter? JM said, is she like a digital nomad or just stacks money and travel? Are you a stack money and travel or you're a digital nomad?
I'm a stack money and travel right now.
She's a stack money and traveler right now.
Yeah. So how I do it is I'm a college student. Oh
Hey,
hey,
put the light on so I can see.
spotlight.
Can you
Look
see
at
better?
my
Yeah.
hair.
There you go.
So what I do is I go to college and then I work like crappy jobs like waitressing, a server, bartender, barista, everything, whatever, a nanny, whatever, babysitter, and then you just save your money and then I quit those jobs because like those jobs everyone's like replaceable,
Yeah.
honestly, if I'm being honest.
Yes.
It's like come and go, and then during like my breaks, I guess, like I go and travel.
You hear that? So you understand what she does. She just works like side jobs or jobs that she knows that she's not. It's not like a career job. Like you can work at Starbucks, you can work at a McDonald's,
Yeah.
you can work a job at a mall. You can do, like she said, daycare, nanny, whatever.
Yeah.
Stack up money, and then what's like how much money do you think you need to go on the road? Because I know I gotta ask you that because a lot of
Yeah.
people would ask you that.
It depends on where you go. Like Europe is going to be a lot more expensive. In Europe, I stayed there for 5 months, but 4 out of those 5 months, I was working. So that's
Okay.
also another way you could do it, like volunteer work. A lot of people do that. Even
Okay.
volunteering at hostels, a lot of people do that
Uh-huh.
because you get free accommodation. There's a lot of ways. But I was an au pair, so I was a nanny. So I got free accommodation, like free meals, and then I also got like a slight
Okay.
weekly pay. And then for my 5 months, I had saved up like $3,000.
Okay.
But I was like very much living off that small weekly pay. Like,
Okay. So how much do you think you spend a day if you was like, I guess since you're in El Salvador, how much would you spend a day, you think, average?
Here?
Yeah.
For this trip, I actually was able to save more money, so my budget was a bit larger, but it was like I averaged like 50 USD a day.
That's fair. See, guys,
Yeah.
50 US a day, because they always ask me how much money do you need and all this.
Yeah.
So she said she averaged like 50 US a day, so she can survive off of that.
Yeah.
And then probably some days even less than that. It depends,
Yeah.
because you can slack, and when you're in these hostels and stuff, you can go a day and don't even really go nowhere. So you're not really going to be spending money or like that, or somebody might treat you, or you never know, man. They always have special situations, but about 50 a day.
Yeah.
About 50 a day, she said. Life said, I was just in Belize last week. San Pedro, retired military and post office. Shout out to San Pedro, Belize, man. Like, I know you had a good time there.
That's cool.
Yeah, then Lily said, hello, hi from Texas. Thank you for visiting my country of El Salvador. No problem. She visited. I visited. A couple people in there visited. Yeah, we here, man. Lily, you got to come down one of these days. Okay, Ozzy said, what are the most expensive places to have to have traveled to?
That's a good question.
What's the most expensive places? I guess if you go to places like Dubai and places like that, anywhere you go can be expensive or cheap as you make it. You just got to do your research and go there. Because I was talking to some guys. I'm just cracking a joke about Dubai. What's the guy, our friend?
Which one?
Carlos.
Oh,
I mean,
you're tied to him?
Yeah, I called him the other day, but
oh, cute.
He was living in Dubai for 5 months. And remember, he was telling us it was pretty affordable.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, how was the Uber ride? $1,000 a ride? Like, and he said you just have to budget. So even in an expensive place, if you do your due diligence and you do your research before you go and you know what's going on, you can pretty well cover yourself, and survive there. And he survived there. He said, and he didn't have that much money. He survived there for like 5 months. So this is another traveler right here in the back.
Hello.
Yeah.
Say your name.
Say your name. Present yourself. Let them know who you are.
My name's Khalil. I'm from Tunisia. Salvador is the best place ever. Very safe.
Yeah.
We're having a great time.
You're having a great time here.
That's excellent. Yeah. You should definitely come.
You should definitely come here. You hear that? 101.
You want to sit with us? You can sit with us. What are you doing?
Not much.
Yeah.
We're just streaming.
What other mode? Yeah, we
It's a little
stream,
broken
man.
right there.
That's a little broken.
Okay,
Ozzy said what?
You can say
Okay.
hey.
No, Rico said hi. What's going on, Rico? And then Ozzy said, I heard Switzerland is super expensive. Yeah, Switzerland is super expensive. People have talked. I put it on you guys. Yeah, Switzerland is super expensive. Have you ever been to Switzerland?
No, not Switzerland.
I skipped
Okay.
it because it was too expensive.
Yeah. So he said, yeah, Switzerland is very expensive. Does she do any dating when traveling to places? Do you do any dating when you travel to places?
Wait, what's the question?
Right.
Did you do any dating when traveling to places? I would like. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll admit, when I was a nanny in Spain, I did like. It was really hard. I was living in San Lucar de Barrameda, and that was really hard to meet people.